Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Hooptalk, the podcast. We're all the way in season 4, man. It's been one hell of a journey, so we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already a member or if you're already subscribed and you want to see us grow, hit that join button and allow us the opportunity to become bigger and better every single day. With your support, we can make that happen. So, shout out to anybody who has been here throughout this journey. Shout out to anybody who has continuously supported us and will continue to support us. We love y'all. We're back, same gang as usual. Let's get into it. Episode 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a little conversation about some moves in the NBA and see what our thoughts are. We could just do a quick little grade, and then we can kind of, back up why we're gonna give it this grade. But two moves have been hit the spotlight in the NBA recently. Starting with DeMar DeRozan to the Denver Nuggets, ladies and gentlemen. I believe, he was waived by the Kings and signed by the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm sure was something that was done by request. I'm sure he was not interested in sticking around much longer in Sacramento. So he found his way to Denver, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys grade that from F to A? What is your personal opinion on this signing by the Denver Nuggets?
Give it a B. It definitely wasn't like a bad signing.
Um,
They signed him for a minimum, didn't they? Or a
yep,
vet minimum?
Probably.
yep.
Yeah, maybe even an A. But I just don't think DeRozan is good enough at this point to give him an A. But like, it's a minimum signing. You just saw Peyton Watson, so you need some level of scoring. I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
a
I
B.
think it's actually yeah. I was gonna say B plus. I feel like in general, having someone like Jamal, like you have someone like Jamal Murray, you have someone like Jokic, if he's able to like at least average 15 to 16 points and get a couple assists in there, I think that he could kind of do his thing and kind of take alleviate a lot of that pressure that those guys feel. And I think he's more consistent than Cam is right now. I think he can arguably be their third best scorer, obviously, and kind of take away a lot of that pressure, like I said, that Jokic is taking and Murray is taking. In
Wow.
general.
Look at you. You said Jokic's name right twice. Oh my
We
God.
grow here on this podcast, all right? I even have my own show now.
Oh
Tune
my
in, guys, every
God.
Friday.
I'm proud. This is growth. Two times?
Yeah,
Over
but no,
Jokovic.
no. I think he's gonna be a good like clutch. I mean, Jamal Murray is still their clutch scorer, but you know what I'm saying. He's gonna be a good guy to like kind of like work their offense, and he doesn't need the ball in his hand. That's the good thing about a player like him. He doesn't need the ball, and he knows how to move without the ball. I think
Well,
he can. I think he could do it. I think he can do it. I
well,
think he
He
can do
still
it.
is. He still is a good cutter, even at this
Yeah,
point in his career.
he's a very good cutter still. So and it will work. It'll work. Don't make it
But
work.
the issue is he doesn't really space the floor in the way that you would look to with a player like Jokic.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was gonna say. He can't shoot a three ball, save his life.
yeah, I think it's a B. I think it's a good signing. I think he fits well for the most part. I don't think he's like the ideal player because of the shooting aspect of it. But I think it definitely gives the Nuggets something interesting. I think Jamal Murray showed a really good version of himself last season, being an All Star. I'm not entirely sure what the Nuggets did to not make it, far. But I think the West was pretty difficult to do that in the first place. With San Antonio and OKC, even Minnesota being such a tough team to have to beat. But I think the Nuggets, as long as they have Jokic, are going to be a contending team. I think he has that effect, in my personal opinion. So adding DeRozan is pretty solid for them. Like it's he's a scorer, which I think they can make use of. I don't know what position they're going to play him in, but I think they should move Cam Johnson. No, Cam. What's his name? Is it Cam
Johnson.
Johnson?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Cam
Cam
Johnson. You're right.
Johnson. I think they should move him to the bench. I don't think he was very good for them last season at all. Um, and I think DeRozan allows them to have more consistent firepower, which I think is going to be important for a player like Jokic. I think he needs to have as many players around him that can get it done when they get the ball in their hands. I don't. I think he's a good cutter. I think DeRozan has always been a good cutter, but I don't agree with the fact that he doesn't need the ball in his hands. I do think he does need the ball in his hands to do what the majority of what he does. He's a mid-range scorer, and mid-range scorers don't just get open. You know what I mean? They make
Yeah.
themselves open. So he does have to have the ball, which is going to be interesting. However, I don't think Jamal Murray and Jokic are going to be affected by that much. I think the game that they play is very reliant on moving the ball often, playing off of each other often, and I think DeRozan having a mid-range game and a post-up game is going to be very good for them. Aaron Gordon has become a phenomenal shooter. Christian Braun has the ability to be another great 3-and-D player for them. So I think it fits. I think it fits. I think the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken, were the best three-point shooting team in the league last year, weren't they?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused why you said Cam Johnson wasn't that good for them.
Was he? Was he
'Cause
good? Was he shooting well?
Well, he did
Yeah.
that. Well, I will say this.
Was it everything
He
else
didn't
that he
give
did
the
bad?
pop that they wanted. He didn't give him the pop that they wanted. They thought he was going to be a lot bigger than what he was.
Yeah, he's 6'8". Like, he's not really a strong rebounder.
Did he start
he's
bad?
a scorer. No, he got injured during the season, though. He did get injured. Maybe you're thinking about that.
Well, I don't know what I was
His
thinking
first,
about.
like, 3 or 4 games were kind of poor. But, I mean, like, even in the playoffs, he did pretty well for them. I think that they expect him to score the same amount that he scored in Brooklyn. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you have Jokic and you have Jamal Murray in front of him. Like, he's not taking, that many shots anymore. He's taking, 11 shots a game?
That's why, I think Porter wasn't bad for them at some point, because Porter kind of and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. He kind of made some more offense happen for them in a way. Like, he was a little bit of a distraction. Like, defenses knew if he got the ball, he wasn't looking to pass. He was trying to score the ball, and that kind of gave more room for Jamal and Jokic to kind of really maneuver everything else. And it worked. It was like a perfect chaos for them until it didn't work anymore.
I think they wanted more versatility. I think that's really why that ended up happening. I don't think it was a matter of them believing Porter didn't fit. I think they just wanted to expand on their versatility, which on paper made sense. I think Cam Johnson just in this role didn't have as much opportunity to exhibit that versatility.
Yeah, Dubside wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I think they thought Cam Johnson was going to be a better defender than what he was. I think the Suns were just a very good defensive team, because we've even seen with Michael Bridges since he's left. He's not the caliber defender that he was, but I think it was just a scheme thing. Like, he's still a good defender. Cam Johnson is still above average, I would say.
Yeah.
The scheme that they have is just very different. It's not the same at all.
Last thing I want to say, though, is DeRozan a liability on defense? I'm not too sure. I don't want to say something that's off for real.
Is he a good defender?
He's a willing defender.
I think the issue is his foot speed. I saw a breakdown on it a little while ago. He's quick to react with his hands, just not his feet.
Gotcha. That might be a problem later on in the playoffs, though, when they play those high-speed teams and those teams where they go 3-guard deep, like the Spurs. That might be a little problem later on, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, because he'll end up defending Carter Bryant most likely, and he's still fast as hell. And he was a rookie last season.
Even in a weird timeline, even if they go to the finals and they face any of those East teams, they're pretty deep all the way to that 4 spot. That 4 spot's really just another small forward spot. So it's tough on that end, and that's the part I kind of look into, because you got teams like Oklahoma that can run 3-guard deep. You got teams that can really do that and expose that position right there, that power forward, small forward position. So yeah.
I think it's a good fit overall, though. I think it's gonna work out. It just depends on the Nuggets, really. See how they do. I think I don't know. I think their bench is where things really need to improve for them. But we'll see what they do. We'll see how they make this work. Another signing for the off season before the season starts here was Klay Thompson to Miami. I don't think he's signed officially, though. I think it's more of a when he gets the waiver he's gonna sign. I think it's how it's working. I don't know if he's officially signed. I'm not. Is anybody?
Yeah, he's not officially signed.
He's not, right?
No, he's not.
But assuming that does end up happening, which I'm sure it will, because the reports are pretty legit. What would you guys grade that one?
C+.
I'd say B.
Oh,
really?
I think the reason because it's a B instead of anything else is Klay has kind of lost his versatility as a player. He's not the defender he is. He's not as quick as he used to be. So you're bringing in shooting, but it's the same thing as bringing Luke Kennard to a team at times.
Yeah.
That's always going to be a great signing. He's a great shooter. Klay went through some injuries, and he lost his speed, he lost his agility, and he's still a great shooter. Though you'd be crazy to think otherwise.
Yeah, I think it's a B+.
I think he's turned into. Yeah, a B plus. You say a B plus.
Yeah, I think it's a B plus. I mean, they wanted shooting. That's been a topic of conversation since they got Giannis. That's never changed. It's been the narrative since day one, and they got Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting and scoring. He's a little bit of a versatile scorer as well. Um, and they got Klay Thompson shooting. Again, I think they got exactly what they wanted out of it. I don't think they need Klay Thompson to do absolutely anything else. I think he just needs to be there and just shoot the ball. He needs to get open. He needs to go off screens. I think playing with Bam is going to be really good for him. Playing with Bobby Portis and Giannis is going to be really good for him. Um, and I think if his job is just to shoot the basketball whenever he's available, whether it be 15 minutes a game or 20 minutes, whatever they find for him in that rotation, I think he's going to make very good use of it. And I think he's easily going to knock down plenty of threes that are going to matter for them. And I really think it's like Ray Allen to the Heat. Like I genuinely think it's just like that. Like we don't need you to do anything else. We don't care what else you're capable of doing. If you catch a dunk every once in a while, great. If you make a nice pass every once in a while, great. Cool. Do things every once in a while, but like get yourself in that fucking corner, come off these fucking screens, and shoot it every time we give it to you. I think he's gonna do perfect at that. Defense isn't something that he's gonna be required to prioritize, in my personal opinion, with the role he's gonna have. Um, I think it's great. I'd even argue it's an A minus, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bam is like low key. He's a pretty decent playmaker from the center position.
Yeah.
No,
Like
he is.
he's above average, I would say. He's no Jokic, of course, or Sengun, but he's pretty decent.
He can
And then
give you two
obviously
good.
Giannis.
He can give you a couple great like assists where you're like, oh, okay, I agree
Oh
with
yeah.
you on that.
How many
Uh,
assists did he even have? I bet you averaged like 4 or 5 last season.
I think he was 3. I could be
Hey,
wrong.
my numbers have been off lately. Let me tell you, they
Well,
have
how
not
many,
been
There's
good.
how many did
it's
he
been
average?
3. It's like 3 or 2, right?
3, which is still great though. Which is still great.
Yeah, yeah, for the center position for sure. Uh, I want to just say like the reason why I say C plus is just because like I hope that this isn't like what they think is going to take him over the hump. I hope because I think Miami's a 2-year deal, just like I think that Boston deal with Paul George is a 2-year deal. I think this year they're just going to put something on the court to kind of get into the playoffs. But I think that Miami Heat, Klay Thompson signing is like the most beneficial thing they can have in general when it comes to shooting and spending the court because you have players like Bam, Bobby, which Bobby can shoot. We found that out last week. We had to tell Chubbs.
I didn't find
Um,
that out. I bet you that.
Yeah, yeah. Bobby, you have all these players that can shoot around these two guys who can pass the ball above average, right? Giannis and Bam. It's gonna work. I just like I said, I think defensively he's gonna have a lot of issues. And I don't know how Eric Spoelstra is gonna feel about that. Because even when Ray Allen got to the Heat, he was still playing really good defense. He was still guarding decent players. He was still running off screens. And I just don't think Klay Thompson,
Like who?
I can't recall right now, but he was playing defense. That whole Heat team, their whole identity was defense and transition basketball.
I
That
think
that
Argue
this
with Jamal
defense is
about
even
that.
better though.
I
And
mean,
that I'm a LeBron lover. Like I'm a fan, but like he doesn't have to worry about the paint at all. As long as he can contest his man in the perimeter.
neither does
Klay
Klay.
Thompson is no,
But
but
I
that's what I'm
feel
saying. Klay Thompson is fine as long as he can contest his man. There will always be two behemoths on defense in the paint. With the Heat, sometimes that wasn't the case because we did see LeBron out in the perimeter. He was so good at that. I don't like you just have to guard the perimeter, and that's his only
I
assignment.
just don't think he has that anymore, though. I
But
don't think
neither
he
did
has
Ray
that.
Allen. I don't know why you think Ray Allen was some sort of defender. Like I
He
don't
was still
understand.
guarding up.
Yeah,
I mean,
Klay Thompson's gonna do the same thing. Like Klay Thompson's literally gonna do the same thing. I just don't understand what was it about Ray Allen that would make you think he's some sort of great defender
Ray
compared to Klay
Allen's a
Thompson.
better. I think. I mean, that's an argument to have a different day, bro. He was
Wait,
coming
we
off
should have
that
that
Celtics
argument.
team.
We can
Hold
have the
on, hold
argument
on.
right
Before
now.
y'all hop on me, hold on. Let me finish my thought. He was on a defensive team with the Celtics that had a defensive identity, went to a Miami Heat team with a defensive identity. He can play defense.
What do
All
the
I'm saying,
Warriors have?
I don't think Klay Thompson is playing that same amount of defense that he was back in the day. I'm not even trying to compare their defenses. What I'm saying is I think Ray Allen was more of a willing defender when he came to the Heat than Klay Thompson's about to be on the Heat. That's all I'm saying. I don't and I think the level of like defense at the time, Klay Thompson has all these injuries that slow him down. Ray Allen had no injuries and was still moving efficiently, still shooting the ball efficiently, and still being able to be a player on the court. There's times on the court where Klay Thompson, I've seen multiple times, he's been played off the court, especially in Dallas. He's went spurts where he's been played off the court. All I'm saying is, I know my coach, well, I don't know, he's not my coach, but Eric Spoelstra, I know Eric Spoelstra very well. If he's not playing defense, he's not going to play like that. That's all I'm saying. And if
I
you
gotta
guys
disagree. I think
Tyler Hero lost his starting spot because he wasn't playing defense.
Tyler Hero was also inefficient at that time. He was playing bad offense and defense. He was playing bad basketball, arguably, for a little while there on the Heat.
I hear you, but
You can't admit that, right?
Yeah, but Klay Thompson's not the defender that he was prior. When we
No one's saying that.
He's not playing good defense. He's not going to play.
I'm not arguing that. I think he's currently, right now in his career, I think he's still a better defender than Ray Allen was going to the Heat. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that he's a good defender. I don't think he's even a fraction of what he used to be. But if his goal is to play the perimeter and not necessarily worry about stopping his man getting into the paint, I think that's the best outcome for Klay. I think the issue is when you have to run them off of the perimeter, you have to chase him into the paint. That's where he's going to have some issues. He doesn't have to worry about that, though. He needs to worry about contesting the perimeter. I think he can still do that. Like, he's going to get broken down by Tyrese Maxey. Of course.
He's going to get broken down by a lot of people, bro. He got broken down last year by a lot of people. He was not a good defender at all.
So was Ray Allen. Like, I just don't get what do you see about Ray Allen.
He was 36 years old at the time. He was older than that. I think Ray Allen was even older than that. I'm not comparing the players. I'm just saying the willingness to adopt an identity. I think Ray Allen did better than I think Klay Thompson even did in Dallas.
But listen, this is the first bet of the season that we're gonna make. How about that?
I think Klay Thompson towards the end of the year plays no longer than 20 minutes on the court. I'm a big believer on that.
That's longer than Ray Allen was playing.
It's not.
Ray Allen?
Yeah, Ray Allen. Ray Allen played some minutes on the Heat.
Yeah, Ray Allen played
20 minutes.
Yeah, Ray Allen played a lot of minutes on the Heat.
Yeah, you're right. 25. I'll bet that Klay plays 27.
I don't think so.
I don't care about the minutes. All I'm saying is, from a impact, there is no world where Klay Thompson's responsibility is going to be play defense. He just needs to be there, and he just needs to contest. That's all it is. Nobody's going to expect that, man. Nobody signed Klay Thompson with the expectation that he's going to lock anybody down. The same exact way, not a single human being in Miami expected Ray Allen to lock anybody down. He was never signed because he was on a defensive team. Ray Allen was not some high caliber defender. Being on the defensive team does not make you a defensive player. Like that is a fact. A 15-man roster, like, you just have to be willing to listen to what the assignment is. That's it. And that's what Ray Allen was doing. That's what Klay Thompson is going to do. Just listen to what your assignment is. We have people on the court that are going to be held accountable for making sure the defense is sound and the defense is good. There's always going to be liabilities, and we are fully expecting Klay Thompson and most likely Tim Hardaway Jr. to be those liabilities on the court. That's perfectly fine. But we are going to have the scheme necessary to ensure those liabilities are not what beat us. Just like Ray Allen. Ray Allen was not a great defender. Ray Allen was old as fuck. Ray Allen was just there to shoot the basketball.
What's his defensive rating? That's what I want to know on the Heat.
I don't even know how to find that.
I'll look it up.
When offensive rating and defensive rating, I've never known those, like, what those numbers are. Let me rephrase that. I've never known what a good number is. I've never take the time out to learn that.
It's in comparison to the rest of the team, really.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I've never taken the time out to learn that number for some reason.
It's a really important number, somewhat.
Yeah,
I guess. So his defensive win shares, he was top 6 on the Heat, which, interestingly, Klay Thompson is top 6 on the Mavericks.
The Mavericks sucked.
The
Heat were good. The Heat were good.
Do you think that would hurt Klay Thompson's defensive?
Hold on. He was the 6th best defender on a championship team, and you're going to compare this to a lottery team?
I want you to think about some of the people that are under him because they did not get many minutes.
Because he was a better defender than them.
Chris Anderson, Michael Miller, Joel Anthony, Rashard Lewis, known for his defense.
They don't play the same position. None of those guys play the shooting guard position. Mario
Because-
Chalmers, Norris Cole was a good defender.
Because
He
there
was
was
a defender.
a shooting
Coming
guard
out-
in front of Ray Allen who actually played, really good defense. So
Who?
I think you might have heard of him. His name is Dwayne Wade.
Look, I mean,
He said
I'm
who?
not arguing
Why did you
that,
say
brother.
who? Why did you say
I'm
who?
just-
What the fuck?
Because Ray Allen was a good defender when he went to the
Oh.
Heat, and you just proved to me that he was their sixth best defender on the Heat. And
Did you
y'all were
hear-
telling me I
below
was
him
crazy.
was the good defender.
Did
They
you
didn't
hear-
have good. He didn't have a good roster.
Who, the Heat?
He did not have a good roster. Are you crazy?
Oh,
They
good
had Chris
defensive.
Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. They were arguably
That was
the
it.
best top 10 players in the league at the time. What are you talking about?
They
Tyler? You
had
don't
a-
need anything else.
They
You don't
had a
need
good
anything else.
big
They
three.
proved
They
that.
didn't have a good roster top to bottom. They relied
They
solely
didn't.
on those three.
They didn't. No, they didn't. They had Shane Battier. They had Mike Miller, who went crazy in one of the last playoffs games. They had Ray Allen, who hit a crazy
He went
shot.
crazy in a game. What about an entire season?
A game that to win the NBA Finals, Tyler. He hit 7 threes the last game of the against the Spurs. Shane
Well, why is
Battier
that
did.
making a good roster?
The whole this all goes back to a championship team. He was the sixth best defender. That's what I'm trying to say. He was the sixth best defender on a championship team, and you guys try to tell me Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson was not. He's not coming to this team to be the sixth best defender.
I
I'm
bet you
sorry.
Klay Thompson on this team will be rated as the sixth best defender.
I
I'll
bet you
that.
he won't.
I bet you he will.
So who are the 6 players that are going to be over him?
Davion Mitchell's a better defender than him. Giannis is a better defender than him. Bam's a better defender than him. Bobby's arguably a better defender than him. I don't know the rest of the
No,
roster.
Bobby's
I have to go
not.
see it.
Interesting.
Bobby is
So,
not.
so you're very set on your answer, but you can only name 4 players. That's very interesting. It's very interesting.
I want to know. This whole argument goes back to y'all saying Ray Allen wasn't a good defender when he was on the Heat.
He still
I just want to
wasn't.
say that.
He's the sixth best defender on a team that had nobody below him.
Championship team, brother. I don't care about who was below him. He's on a championship team.
Because
He's
you
the
hate
sixth best
context.
defender on a
Context makes your
championship team.
arguments make no sense. You hate context. That's
I
always
just
been your
added
thing.
context. You
You
trying to
hate
tell me
your
Ray Allen
context.
wasn't a good defender on the Heat, and we just figured out together he was. The
Did you
sixth best
see the
defender.
names that were below him? Did you hear those names? There's nobody to compete against on the defensive end.
Are you?
There's
I don't
nobody
have
to
the
compete
whole list
against.
in front of me.
He just
But
told you the
Heat had a
list.
bunch of
He just
players.
told you the
Udonis
list.
Haslem
You
is
ignored
still
it.
serviceable.
He just told you the
Udonis
list.
was
You
above
ignored it.
him.
Huh?
Udonis was one of the 5 people above him, and Udonis was 32 at that time. Like,
And he was still a capable defender. He was a really good.
capable. You hear? You said capable. You're
Oh,
saying
actually, let me
capable
change that. He was.
defender.
Are we not? Are we crazy right now? Are the Heat team? Were they not a defensive team? Was that
Because
not
they
their
had a
whole
big three.
identity?
That was one of the best defensive big threes ever.
Okay, bro. So if he's the sixth best defender on a 15-man roster, why are you guys still trying to tell me he wasn't a good defender? He
Because
was
he's
a
not.
good
Because
defender
you just
on the
said
Celtics as well.
you just said Udonis was a capable defender, and he was rated higher than him. So how is he good if
Udonis
Udonis is
Haslem was a
capable?
defender towards the end of his career, Tyler.
Capable
He was a
defender.
defender. Joel Anthony is a defender. Shane Battier is a defender.
They were
Mario
not strong
Chalmers is a
defenders at that
defender.
point. Shea Battier was
I'm
above
giving
him.
you all these defensive players that are
Shea Battier was
defensive
above him.
first players. I'm giving it to you. Y'all niggas don't want to say y'all wrong, and that's crazy. But it's okay. I digress.
What?
I digress. Klay Thompson
I'm-
is not the player Ray Allen was when he went to the Heat, and I think a lot of people we can
I
clip
think he
this.
was.
And a lot
I
of
think
people
he's
would-
better. I think Klay Thompson is at that level or slightly better still.
No, sorry, can't do it.
We're gonna see.
Can't agree.
We're gonna see.
Can't agree with that.
We're gonna have to see.
Yeah, we are. He's got to win a championship and be better than the sixth
The
best
other-
player on this team.
So let me finish though. The other defensive stat, because I looked at win shares, box minus, he's 12th on the team.
Who?
Ray Allen. So the minutes he actually played, he was their 12th best defender.
You should have started off with that. You kind of gave me.
No, I wanted to see what you had to say about stats so we could hear it, so I can go into other stats.
Well, we
So I
don't
gave you
care about
one.
steals in this. We don't care about steals in this podcast. We've said
This
that
is just
multiple
box
times.
minus. This shows you when he plays, the amount the other team is scoring versus the amount team he's scoring when he's actually on the court versus when he's not. He's there's 12
But he's still the sixth best defender, right? You said that.
on win
On the team.
shares. On win shares, yeah.
I guess
So-
you can't be great at everything, right?
You said he was good though. You said he was good.
I think Ray Allen's a better defender at that point of his career than Klay Thompson is right now.
I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy right now.
I think we should
Like
clip this and we
Klay
should put it
Thompson's
on.
not even Klay Thompson's not even a bad defender right now. Like he's just not as good as he used to be. But his height of defense is so high. Saying that he's not as good, it means that he's still an average defender. Klay Thompson was an all defensive player. He was an all defensive player. He was in conversations for defensive player of the year. He wasn't going to win, obviously. We know that. But
I
he
was
was
about to
in
say,
conversations, right? Ray Allen never in his entire life has been in a conversation for defensive player of the year. Never top 20, 30, 40, or 50 top defensive player of the year voting in his entire career. He's never been close to an all defensive team. We're comparing a phenomenal defensive player dropping to become an average defensive player to a fucking average defensive player dropping to becoming a willing defender. You know what I mean?
He's good on the Supersonics.
Yeah, but that was way before. That was way before Miami. That was way before Miami.
He was really good on the Celtics too. Go look at the Celtics. He was a good defender on the Celtics. He was primarily guarding fucking Kobe most of the time. Him and Paul Pierce were guarding Kobe back and forth.
You don't think Tony Allen was guarding Kobe? Because I remember that a lot. Actually.
Tony Allen was on that Boston Celtics team. They all took turns with Kobe, but that's back when Kobe was OP as fuck. So I don't even want to go there.
I think you're a little biased here.
Yeah,
I think you're just a little biased.
You don't think so?
Sure.
How good of a defender? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm moving this goalpost. How good of a defender was he on the Celtics?
I don't think he was good at that point. I think he was average. But he was older. You could admit he was much older. He was at the tail end of his career.
I think we need to
lose some level of athleticism, right?
For sure. But I think he was.
How was he on the Supersonics? Was he good or was he great to you?
I don't recall that. That's why I'm not arguing that. I'm recalling what I can recall, and which is the Celtics and Heat, and he was a decent defender, above average defender in my eyes. And I think Klay Thompson is a below average defender now. I don't think he's an average defender anymore.
Oh yeah, we're just talking. We talking bullshit at this point now.
I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that though, bro. I don't think that. I don't
want to lie to you this way. I can't lie to you this way. I feel like we just lied to each other. There's no truth being spat right now.
You think Klay Thompson's an above average defender or an
average defender? Average defender right now. I think he's still serviceable without a doubt. And
definitely.
There's times where he could still play good defense, but there's times, whereas before it was consistent. Now, you don't expect him to get the stops you expect him to get before, but he's still gonna give you good contests.
I don't think my whole point of the argument, the only reason why I'm not in this argument is because at the end of the day, I don't think neither Ray Allen nor Klay Thompson were ever given responsibility on the defensive end. They just were not. And that's what I originally was trying to say. Neither one of those two guys were given any type of responsibility. Eric Spoelstra never told Ray Allen to go out there and lock that man up. Never told him stay in front of your man. Listen, just do what you can. We have the defensive scheme to make it work. That was what Ray Allen was there for, and that's what Klay Thompson is going to be in Miami for. It's going to be the same thing. Eric Spoelstra is the same coach that we are talking about. The same man is going to be coaching the players that we're discussing. He's going to put Klay Thompson in the same situation Ray Allen was. Klay Thompson literally is, we don't have to debate it. I'm just going to say it. You guys can disagree or agree. Could be a better shooter than Ray Allen all time. There's a possibility for that argument. He's going to put him in the same exact. He's going to put him in the same exact position. Ray Allen was never asked to play defense. He was never once in a situation where, oh my God, Ray Allen just had a defensive position of the game. Like, that man was not there to play defense. That man was never there to play defense. Klay Thompson is not going to be there to play defense. It doesn't matter if they're the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th. It doesn't matter. Eric Spoelstra will not give a fuck. Just go out there. Just stay in front of somebody. Make sure they go into Giannis when they blow by you. Make sure they go into Bam when they blow by you. That's all we need. And even Portis, because Portis is going to knock them outside their ass. Make sure they just go into those guys, because you're going to get blown by. Ray Allen was going to get blown by every possession. Klay Thompson is going to get blown by almost every possession as well. That's just what it is. That's what the point I was trying to make. Ray Allen was not a good defender. He was 38 years old. You can't play good defense.
Ray Allen was barely even guarding Kobe in the playoffs. They had Paul Pierce on him. He was getting cooked by Kobe.
I said they had like 3 different people on Kobe.
Why did they switch? Like, why did they consistently have to switch so much if he was a good defender at that point?
Everybody had to switch on Kobe at that point, Tyler. It wasn't just Ray Allen. The whole league had to switch over on Kobe because no one can guard him. Like, I'm not going to
So
sit
then
here and argue that
he's not a
he was
good
a
defender.
generational talent at the
When
time.
Tony Allen and Paul Pierce were in, they were defending it.
Tony Allen wasn't the Tony Allen he was on Memphis that he was on the Celtics. What?
It wasn't the level. He was still defending Kobe.
But he wasn't at the level he was on the Memphis Grizzlies.
They weren't assigning him off of Kobe. They were taking him out of the game for rest.
Who? Tony Allen?
Yes.
How
When
many
Tony
minutes
Allen
did he
was
play?
in,
How many minutes did he play
I
in
don't
the
know.
NBA Finals?
I don't know. I'm
If
gonna be
it's
real
less
with
than
you.
15, he was.
Less than 15?
I agree with that, though. I agree with that part. That's the only part of the argument I can be on Pluto's side. Tony Allen wasn't really that big of a defensive assignment back
I'm
then.
not saying he was a big defensive side. I'm saying when he was in, he was the one guarding Kobe, not Ray Allen.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if they were both on the court at the same time, Tony
Of
Allen
course,
had
he's
that.
a more capable defender. He's a defensive player. That's what.
Yeah, but then why
he
bring up
was.
that Ray Allen was guarding Kobe? If any time anybody else that was available to guard Kobe was in, they were the one guarding Kobe. Sometimes people have to sit, and you just get an unfortunate assignment. Like the game plan was not to have Ray Allen to guard Kobe.
Never said he stopped Kobe. Not one time did I say he stopped
No,
Kobe.
I said
just
guard Kobe. The game plan was not to have Ray Allen guard Kobe.
I don't think you want your best shooter really doing a lot of. I mean, this is going to get into a deeper thing, but again, I'm going to go back to saying I don't think the level where Ray Allen was, how he was sought out, how every team wanted to sign him, versus what Klay Thompson is right now. Those are two different guys, and I don't want to hear. It's just two different guys. Everybody wanted Ray Allen when Ray Allen became a free agent. Everybody.
Everyone's trying to get Klay. Every single person has been spending the last 2 years trying to get Klay.
Who?
Every team.
I've never heard someone. We need to get Klay Thompson. I've never heard anybody say that. And other than the Dallas Maverick when they had Luka, but I've never heard be like, "Yo, we need Klay Thompson. Bring us Klay." No
Everybody's
team
been looking
in
to
the
get
last
Klay
3 years
Thompson.
have said that because he hasn't been playing. What are you
No,
talking about?
the issue is people didn't want to pay his full salary. They wanted him at a minimum, which they are now able to get.
That's
why the Celtics are looking to get him. That's why the Lakers had talks about getting him. That's why Miami is getting him now.
Why do you think everybody wanted Ray Allen? Because he was a phenomenal shooter at a very cheap price.
Yeah.
You think if Ray Allen was?
Luka
You think if Ray Allen was? What was the normal back then? If the big three got
he
16,
took a pay cut to go win a championship.
Ray Allen
The
was
Celtics-
38. He was not going to get paid a lot of money. He was 38 years old. He was not going to get paid a lot of
He
money.
got paid more than what he was paid in Miami. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't
The
think
Celtics were mad. Y'all don't remember when the Celtics disowned him because he left? He could have got paid more with the Celtics than he did with Miami.
I don't think so. I don't think there's even reports of that.
Yes, there was. They were beefing about it. That was a whole thing. Look it up. Ray Allen, KG, and Paul Pierce didn't speak to Ray Allen because he left that Celtics team to join the Heat. That's a real story. That's a real story that really happened.
Oh, I do know that they were beefing. I do remember that.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, the amounts are similar. $6 million and $9 million.
That's Florida's state free tax, and $9 million, $3 million more dollars. That's a lot more money.
Exactly. So he went to Miami because he could save a little bit more money, but the salaries are the same. The salaries are exactly the same. He would have took
One
home the
was
same
$9
amount.
million. One was $6 million. Who's
$9
paying
million
more?
for the Celtics, which
He
he'd have
chose
to pay.
take a pay cut.
Would he have to
to
pay
go-
state tax?
We're not going to do that.
You just said it. You brought that up.
Right, you're the
You
one
brought
that brought it
that
up. You're the one that brought it up, Pluto. You're the one that brought it up. You're the one that brought it up.
On paper, the Celtics were going to give him $9 million.
He doesn't want to have the conversation that he brought up. He doesn't want to have the conversation that he brought up because he didn't realize that conversation doesn't help his argument now. That makes no sense. You brought it up.
I think you guys are
As soon as things
way more thought out.
As soon as things start making sense, you start backtracking. I hate that about debating with you. I hate that.
But you don't want
As
to talk
soon as
about
it
how
starts,
right about
you see,
Ray Allen
like
being
he don't even want to acknowledge it.
defender on the
He don't
Heat.
even want to acknowledge it. As soon as things start making sense, he just does not want to have the argument anymore.
Bro, I don't care about state taxes. If one contract
So why
says
bring it
$9
up?
million and the
So
other
why
says
bring it
$6
up?
million,
So why bring it up if you don't care about it? What was your point of bringing it up?
You said state tax.
y'all gonna hang on that? That's the thing y'all gonna hang on? Then
That's
hang
why
on.
I
Take
responded with
Take
it.
Take it. I don't care. Hang on. One team was trying to pay him more than the other team. And I'm pretty sure after state taxes, he probably would have got paid the same amount that he was going to get paid on the Heat.
It was a
And
$1 million
after
difference
living-
per year. It was a $1 million difference per year. It was 3 years versus 3 years. It was just $1 million difference.
So I just want the record to show.
That's it.
I just want the record to show, just in case anybody forgot to go back and listen to me. I was just saying neither
Yeah,
Ray
Mark,
Allen
man.
or Klay Thompson had any role on the defensive end. There was no coach on that bench that asked those guys to play defense. They were there. They were signed because of their phenomenal shooting resume. Neither one of those players was signed because, oh my God, we need Ray Allen because he's going to lock up on defense and make threes on offense. Nobody said that. Nobody's going to say that about Klay Thompson. Eric Spoelstra's going to use them to the best of their ability. And that was the point that I was trying to make. Everything else was beside the point that I was trying to make originally. These two guys are being signed for the same exact reason. Literally. I would argue these two signings are goddamn identical to each other. Like, they're signed for the exact same reason, two championship caliber shooters with veteran experience that are going to bring to the table what this team needs to succeed, and that is a floor spacer for your core of the big three, and in this case, your core, I guess, would be Bam and Giannis, and that's literally
And Andrew
all
Wiggins.
it is. And I forgot
Can't be
Andrew
the
Wiggins
same.
on this team. Damn. Oh man.
Can't be the same. Can't be the same. Can't be the same signing if they don't win a championship. And I know that's not going to happen. So I can't agree with you on that.
The Heat didn't know they were going to win a championship until they won a championship either. So it's
No team knows they're going to win a championship
exactly.
until
So
they win a championship.
So that's why the signing. Thank you for agreeing with my point. That's why the signing is identical because they are trying to get them because they believe that's a piece that will help them win a championship. Thank you for proving
one guy
my
got
point.
it done. The other, I can't agree with that. One guy got it done though. The other guy has to get it
He
done.
had fucking LeBron James. He had the GOAT. What did
They were going
LeBron do in
against-
that fourth quarter to lead up to Ray's opportunity to tie it?
I'm not arguing none of that. I'm
He was
just saying,
God.
man.
He was
That
God.
signing got him a championship. That player that they signed got him a championship. He arguably was the reason they won the championship that year. Arguably. That is one of the biggest shots in NBA history. Ever. So, I mean, he saved the legacy. He saved LeBron's legacy. You know what I'm saying? LeBron saved it. But, I digress.
Thank
It's
you.
very important.
Thank you for digressing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our podcast for the day. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, next week we will be announcing our winner for 2K27. We will be giving out, unfortunately, you guys don't get the opportunity to get the pre-release, but you will get the game on release. So if you have not pre-ordered your game and you intend to order it later, hey, maybe you want to join the Athletic Club for a couple dollars and get an opportunity to win. If you don't win, then just go order the game like you were going to do normally. I think that's as easy as that, right? So join the Athletic Club. Yeah, it's as easy as that. Join the Athletic Club right now. You have 1 week to join because we're going to announce our winner next Sunday, and we're going to give out 2K27 to whoever the lucky winner is. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in this far throughout the podcast. We've had multiple debates, fun, exciting. Maybe not if you ask Pluto, but I've had an enjoyable time today here.
I had fun.
Proving him wrong.
You know me.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in this far. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Hoop Talk out. Deuces.